With Nation, Sharc Gaming here, back with another video, and in today's video, I'll be giving you guys a player review. Yup, it's been a while, but I'm gonna be doing a player review. Let me plug out this charger for a second. So, the player in focus today is none other than Tierney. Actually, arguably, top 3 left backs in the league. If it was up to me, he'd probably be first, but Luke Shaw has actually been very good recently and very consistent throughout the season. As so has he. Majority of the time, if Arsenal get a win, is because of either Tierney, Saka, or Saka. You get me? I can't have a call on another player because it's just those two alone. No offense to Arsenal, I'm just saying. And Luke Shaw, clean sheets after clean sheets, assists after assists, goals after goals, chances created after chances created. I used to think it was Robertson who was the best left back in the league, but hey, Luke Shaw and Tierney this season. I know Liverpool's in shambles from, but come on, Man U defense is in shambles. Arsenal defense is in shambles. They have Gabriel and David Luiz. Man U have Maguire and Lindelof from. Come on, do you get me? Anyway, apart from real football, let's get into the PES mobile version. So he has a 90 rated gold ball card, but in this case he got a 95 black ball featured card. And the reason why the title says, because before anybody comes into the comment section and say, well, Sharc, Roberto Carlos is so much better, blah 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 blah. Okay guys, this is my perspective on the matter. This is what I say. In my opinion, I think Tierney is better in some aspects. We all know that Roberto Carlos is one of the best defenders in terms of finishing ever, but he's not a defender. This man defensive awareness is 73 for crying out loud. I'm talking about Roberto Carlos. His defensive awareness is poor. His positioning is poor. He's short, so he can't even win that much headers. Bro, the man is barely in defense for crying out loud. He's an offensive fullback. So is Tierney, but at the same time, Tierney's defensive awareness is actually way better than Roberto Carlos, and he actually defends better. So in terms of defending, Tierney is better. In terms of attacking, Roberto Carlos is obviously better. But at the same time, wouldn't you rather a player that is more balanced, Tierney, than a player who only has attack, which is Roberto Carlos? Think about it. I prefer a more balanced player because at the end of the day, Tierney does have pinpoint crossing, and that's what I want him for. So if you're going to be using him, don't make the mistake that I made and use at the time I was using Forlan and Del Piero. Forlan has 77 heading and Del Piero has 77 heading. Well, on set pieces. So they won't really win that many headers. Sure, you guys are going to see the gameplay of me scoring goals with them. But still, if you use a man like Kluivert, Lukaku, Cristiano Ronaldo, Werner, people with good heading, decent heading, Gabriel Batistuta, they're going to score more. Tierney can't really shoot. He has 68 finishing. He's not that good at finishing, but at the same time, you don't really want a left back that can finish. You can use him on set pieces. You can use him on the left side of the corner, or you can use him on the right side. Personally, I use him on the right side because he's left-footed, so it's easier for him to curl it in, use my corner trick, and he'll score. But you guys already know that. You guys already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna give you guys the full breakdown. That was just me giving you my honest opinion on the card. Obviously, I have better featured cards, you even have better base cards than this card. But if you got him, don't feel sad. You can use him and he'll be very effective. One thing that you guys need to know is that you guys need to play him with on the other side. You don't play an offensive wing back. You play a defensive fullback or even a fullback finisher. I guess the fullback finisher could work. I'm trying to come out of it and show you guys. Okay, so in this case you have Wan-Bissaka. That's what I'm using on the other side. You can use Wan-Bissaka. The thing is, if you have two offensive fullbacks, then both of them are going to be pushing high, and then it's only two defenders going to be there defending. But if you have a defensive fullback, when Tierney push forward, there is Wan-Bissaka, coming into, so it's going to be a 3 at the back. But if two of them are offensive fullbacks, then both of them are going to be pushing up on the pitch, even if it's a little bit higher, which is going to be allowing from long balls to actually surpass anybody. And Tierney's heading is better than Roberto Carlos, so it works out. Anyway, enough of me just talking. I'm going to show you guys the gameplay now, so stay tuned for that. Let's go. Alright, so this is the first clip. As you guys may know, it is pre-recorded and I'm just explaining. Look at that interception from Tierney. If that was Roberto Carlos, he probably wouldn't even have been in that position in the first place. As we're looking here now, Tierney's positioning is so good that he's there for the interceptions. Not only does he have pinpoint crossing, but he has the through passing trade and he has some decent defending attributes as well. His defensive awareness, I think, is 80. As you guys may know, if he's sending a lot of crosses, because he has the pinpoint crossing traits, if he's sending a lot of crosses, he has a higher chance of scoring. So what you guys need to do is be patient on the wing, wait till because he'll always make the runs, and just make the runs and send players. The more you cross in the ball is the better. Here you can see that he has some tight possession where he can actually dribble through a defense, because I was dribbling through a defense and I was pretty surprised. But the thing is, this is the difference between him and Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos can actually score curlers like that easily. Tierney, not so easily, unless you know you're a pro. I'm not a pro. Look how patient I'm playing here, just to allow for Tierney to go on the wing so I can cross it in. All you have to do is get on the wing, cross it in, tap it in. That's all you have to do. Or head it in. Get on the wing, cross it in, tap it in. As I said, Forlan and Del Piero up top, you need somebody with good heading, so maybe you need to switch out one of them for Kluivert or Batistuta or whatever, so that it's easier for you guys to score headers. Because if you have better players up there with better heading, then you have a better chance of scoring. At the end of the day, you know, if Konami doesn't want you to score, then you're not going to score. But look how he easily leaves that defender on the ground to death. He should have, well, I should have, well, in this case, I tried to do a long throw, but Cavani, I don't know. Cavani was running away from the ball. Luckily, I could tackle the ball from him and, you know, score a goal. This is a one-time, well, I don't know if it was a dipping shot or a knuckle shot, but it was just a nice power shot that it was done. As you guys may know, Tierney's there, easy dribbling. He can dribble very well. His finishing is just 68, and that's the problem. So that's why I said that, yes, you can score with him, but it's very unlikely. So if you're looking for a more attacking player, you can use Roberto Carlos. Obviously, I would never really use my players, or I wouldn't use a left footer on the left side. But for this review, I obviously started using him on the left side, just so I was doing some skill moves just so that I could get Tierney on the wing so I could cross it in and see what happens. As I said, if you have a better header of the ball, because I think Haaland's heading is about 83, 85. If you had a man like Kluivert with 93 heading or 99 heading, because he's 93 in set pieces but he's 99 in real play, if you have a player like that, then more than likely he will score. So Tierney crossed it in, Martinez with a lovely header. That is what I'm trying to tell you. His crosses are actually very pinpoint. It's just that if you don't have the players up top, then it's not going to work. So as I said, I prefer to use him. Don't get me wrong. If I'm going to be using a player, I would rather use a more balanced player than to use Roberto Carlos. Reason being is because Roberto Carlos is very good for set pieces. Very good. I won't even lie to you. Roberto Carlos is very good for set pieces. One of the best left backs in the game. But he's more of a left winger or a left mid or whatever. But he's not, like, his crosses are perfect majority of the time, or a little bit too powerful. I don't know if you guys get that experience, but with Tierney, it's just different. Look how I'm just putting the ball over there. Because the thing is, alright, maybe it's because with Tierney I have low expectations, so the card has actually surpassed my expectations. Because in my head I'm saying, oh, this card not gonna really do that much, so you don't really have to meds it too tough. You know, most people don't really expect you to cut in and score with Tierney, so that even allows you to, you know, cut in and try to score. His curl is, I think, 75 or 74. So at the end of the day, no, you know, it's like a 50-50 chance. But he's very accurate. He can intercept balls very well. So that's what you kind of need a left back to do. He can put a shift in. And the thing is, the difference between him and Roberto Carlos again is that he's young. When I say he's young, I mean that he still has a lot of time to improve his stats. So say for instance, he suddenly next 2 seasons he starts getting 10 plus assists, then his crossing will get even better. His lofted pass, because he has the lofted passing trait, his lofted passing will get even better. If he starts scoring more goals like a left back, you know, would do occasionally, then his finishing would improve. Because, you know, if you can get Tierney up to about 80 finishing, why would you need Roberto Carlos anymore? You get what I'm trying to say? The thing is, Roberto Carlos is just all attack and no defense. Look how he's pressuring the players and winning the balls while being off balance and playing a proper pass. I don't really get that from Roberto Carlos. I'm going to tell you the God honest truth. Look what I set him up as a second pressure. He's just there pressuring the player. Just look at his positioning. Look how his Campbell's going to be there. Tierney's in the perfect position to collect the ball, so Salah doesn't even get it and, you know, go score a worthless goal, you know. And then he's running on the flanks. Easy. It's just like, I don't know. You guys test him. If anybody got him, test him. I think that he's one of the best cards in the game. That's just my opinion. I don't know. He's one of the best low expectation cards in the game. I love him because his you know, you don't really need much from him. You don't really need, you know, so he doesn't have any spectacular traits, but because I've seen him in person, look at this guy winning headers. Look at this guy winning headers. Come on. Roberto Carlos would do that. Roberto Carlos is like 162 or 168 centimeters from. He's not going to be winning those headers. Not, well, not compared to 178 centimeter Tierney. You get what I'm trying to say? So I like to use him. He plays more of a balanced fullback role versus Roberto Carlos, who's just all attack and looks like he's struggling in defense. Fam, I wish PES did just buff up him stats. But yeah, that's it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. It was a little bit short. You know the thing. I'm out.